And that was like what we talked about, was the difficulty and spacing. But do we have like the headphones? You want to do like
I chose
direct monitoring?
I chose not. For the most part, I don't use the headphones anymore because sure I would like to, if like, because it makes it feel real, but
in the zone.
It's no, but for the most part, headphones are used when you're like in an actual studio setting, and like there's lots of like, it's a real treated room. Either you don't hear a lot of like reverb or whatever.
Yeah.
And for the most part, we can hear each other across from a table pretty well.
That's true.
And so, the headphones are kind of redundant, extraneous.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Some people would recommend I do use a pair of headphones for myself, just so that I can monitor the levels and whatever. But I trust my equipment enough.
Yeah, I like that recorder.
That, I can, if there are any problems, I'm pretty sure I would notice just by looking at it.
Yeah, my friend got one of those. Is that like it's not a Tascam, right? But it's
similar.
Very similar, yeah.
This is a Zoom H4n.
Okay.
So
yeah, it's cool. I like it. He does like, field recordings, but they're nice. I like them a lot. They're very portable.
They are. So how you been? What have you been doing?
I'm getting ready for World War III. Getting ready for the draft. So that hit me pretty hard on New Year's. Crazy. But besides that, just graduating in May. So putting the final semester together, the touches on this masterpiece. So how about you?
I been keeping busy. Last semester was pretty. Well, I feel like I say that every semester. Like, oh man, it was pretty crazy. It's pretty hectic. But I mean,
no, they're actually getting bad now.
Yeah.
I used to say that, and they were not bad at all. But now they're like very busy, which is, it's what you want.
Yeah. But I don't know, and but trying to get more people on the podcast, trying to keep up with it, and
Nice. How's it going?
It was going well until like December, because even though I had done a bunch of prep in terms of like banking episodes when I first started it,
I remember, yeah.
Like I was pretty much creeping into 2020. By the time I launched it, which is around when school started. But then it's like I was real busy, like just being a student, and by the time December rolled around, it was like, oh, there's lots of people are real busy doing finals and whatever. Like they're probably not gonna be available to be on the podcast. And not only that, but I was pretty busy as well. And I don't want to bring up the fact that you postponed, like to dig on you.
What are you talking about, dude? What do you mean? Yeah, no, sorry about that.
It wasn't entirely in your control. You found out you were like staying overnight somewhere.
I was in Boston, and there was no way I was going to be able to get back here to do the podcast like the next day. On the bright side, I got a nice Joni Mitchell record.
Which
in
one?
Boston, Hijira.
Okay.
It's like from, I think,
76.
Yeah. Great record. I love she has like a chorus on her guitar. Yeah. That the effect on that is incredible. And then it's like Yako on bass. And then Neil Young is on one song playing the harmonica. So, you got to buy it. It's one of her best. Yeah.
But, I mean, on one hand, I don't like postponing things. But on the other hand, I got real sick toward on the back half of December.
Oh, geez.
During the winter months, I'm really prone to getting nosebleeds.
Okay.
So, just the dry...
That used to happen to me, literally
cold air,
once or twice a day.
Yeah. I've heard conflicting things about how to handle nosebleeds. And so I'm like, well, which is it? Do you hold your head up like this? No,
you gotta lean forward.
Yeah. But then leaning forward is just letting blood drip out of your nose.
Well, you gotta pinch too.
Yeah. But of course, for the most part, I just this is probably not the smart thing to do.
Yeah.
But I just blow my nose until it stops.
Whoa. That's crazy. Yeah. I don't want to get too graphic here, but you get the giant clumps of blood.
No, I wouldn't say
hardcore. That's sick.
Not giant, but I tell people I just want to be able to blow my nose through to the other side. like,
man. Yeah. No,
it'll be like that door. Blow on through to the other side.
Yeah, literally. It's actually about blowing noses. Doors lead single. Who knew?
No, but because like I've heard conflicting things. It's like, well, do you do this or that? But like I hear people say you have to do this and tilt your head back. It's like, well, then I'm just swallowing blood.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
And I don't want to tilt forward, even though like you say that's the thing to do. That's just like dripping blood everywhere. I'm like, well, like, so I resolved to like just keep my head level so that it doesn't.
Okay.
And so I can build the clot. But then like, I'm also very sick. So I'm like blowing my nose every other minute or something.
That sucks.
And so I'm like, well, I have a lot in my nose right now. Mm-hmm. Do I blow? I have to gauge how hard I blow my nose in case I blow out the clot.
Yeah, that happened to me. What I found to be the best preventative thing is just to really stay hydrated.
Yeah.
And to me,
I wasn't doing that.
Yeah, because I mean, that's what it stems from, dryness. You can also put like a little bit of Vaseline in your nose, and that also keeps it, prevents it from drying out. But yeah, no, they're the worst. I used to get them all the time. I get them in class at UHeart when my first 2 years. I would get them in class. It was crazy. I would literally I'd just be sitting there and I'd feel like just you notice like the change in pressure.
Yeah,
like in your nose, and it gets like cold.
Yeah,
and I would just like have to get up and just walk right out. It was awful.
Luckily, I haven't had like popped a nosebleed like while I'm like in class or anything. But I've had it where like I was at a guitar center.
At the guitar center?
At a guitar center.
Oh, geez.
I went there just to, to try out guitars and whatever.
Yeah. As you do. Harass the employees.
Yep.
Steal
and
picks.
Like, I think it was, I'm like trying out guitars, but I'm like, no, I don't think I hadn't even tried out any guitars yet.
Oh, wow.
Because I went to the bathroom to wash my hands before I started touching any guitars. Mm-hmm. And so.
Wow, you have a great deal of respect for Guitar Center.
And it's like, and I think this might have been like last year or the year before. And so I was going to the bathroom, and I think I had a bit of a cold. And I'm like, blow my nose and all that into the sink and whatever. And then I'm just like, damn it, no.
Yeah, in the middle of the Guitar Center bathroom.
And like the Guitar Center I went to was in Southington.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's a nice one. I like that one.
Yeah, but like they only have like hand dryers.
Oh, really?
So I was like, God damn it! I'm like after I leave the bathroom, I'm like holding my nose like or like trying to keep my head level. Just to make sure I'm not bleeding everywhere.
Get out of there alive.
All over the merchandise.
Yeah.
And trying to find someone who works there is like, hey, I popped a nosebleed. Do you have any, I don't know, like paper towels or anything?
You didn't grab toilet paper?
No, I don't want to do that. No.
What do you mean?
Gross.
What?
In a public restroom.
Okay, well, yeah, okay, whatever. You could like scald it under hot water and get like a clump of some usable thing. I don't know. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, that's a good call.
Despite that being in public, that was not my worst experience with a bloody nose.
Okay.
And, like,
well, let's rank.
That's it.
Let's pump it up, dude. Let's get to number one.
It was it might have been like a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago. I was just like going to sleep. I think it was. I had just gotten back I was still in my community college. Mm-hmm. That's what was happening. Okay. It was like it was Sunday night. Had a class at 8:30 the next morning. Had gone back from work. I was doing laundry, just like doing
regular day.
Yeah. But I get back from work like kind of late. And I'm doing all this stuff like laundry. And then I finally like get everything done and about to go to sleep at like 12:30. Mm-hmm. Lay my head down.
Reasonable time.
Yeah. And then I'm like, my nose, I'm going to blow my nose. I keep a box of tissues right next to my bed. Mm-hmm. And I'm sleeping. There are no lights on. Mm-hmm. I grabbed some tissues. I'm so tired. I'm still like have my head on the pillow. I'm just grabbing some tissues and then, but then it felt really warm, and there was a lot more than I thought there would be. I'm like, turn the lamp on. I'm like, oh, this is blood.
Yeah,
this is blood right here.
Time to get up right now.
And so like, I couldn't go to sleep then. And I got some on like my pillowcase and whatever.
That sucks, yeah.
which I had just laundered because I just done laundry.
Yeah.
And so
fresh,
some fresh blood on my pillowcases.
Yeah, on your clean sheets.
And so I was like, okay, I guess I'm up now, like dealing with my nosebleed and like washing my pillowcases for the second time in 6 hours.
Oh.
And it wasn't, and I might have like gotten it under control by like, I don't know, 1 a.m., 1:30.
Wow.
Or maybe even 2.
So you had like one of those emergency room nosebleeds.
Yeah. And so like I got it under control and like but then I'm like fucking amped because I just had a nosebleed, a particularly bad one. And I had to wait for my laundry to be done so I could put my pillowcases back on.
Go write some heavy metal riffs.
That's it. And then it wasn't until like 3:30 I finally like got back to sleep. And then I wake up at 7:30 because that's when my alarm is set so I can like go to class at 8:30.
Wow. That's brutal.
Yeah.
That's just the worst. I don't know. First of all, I would never have an 8:30 class. But, yeah, no, I've had some pretty bad ones, you know. They're just no fun, but it's a good thing that, I don't know. I feel like the air has been better lately, or at least I spend more time inside. I just can't go back to living with the constant bloody noses. Once you find something that works. Oh, also, there's like a gel nose spray you can get that works really well. It's like $6 at CVS.
It's like just a nasal spray?
Yeah, but it's a gel as opposed to like.
So it forms a gel to like block wherever it would be bleeding from?
No, it's like preventative. Like it keeps it moisturized.
Oh, right.
It's like a mix of the Vaseline along with staying hydrated, but you just shoot it up your nose, and it actually works pretty well.
I've also heard about people who just like the nosebleeds are just constant and just really bad. They might like get surgery to like.
Oh, I had
get
that
some
done.
like
Yeah, you can get it cauterized,
some kind of cement to put in your nose, or the equivalent of cement to put in your nose.
Yeah, what they do is they can burn areas that are like thin, and it forms scar tissue.
Right.
And hopefully that prevents it. But I had that done, I think. I don't remember. I feel like I did. But I still had them, so. Yeah. I don't know. Nosebleeds are not fun. You watch the new Star Wars, though?
I did.
You did? What'd you think? Ooh.
Oh, God.
I didn't mind this one.
I
mean, obviously it's different.
I felt like it was a mess.
Oh, it felt very rushed.
Yeah.
I felt like I was being dragged along on 3 seasons of television.
It's like they were trying to fit an entire trilogy into a movie.
Yeah.
Because so when George Lucas sold Lucasfilm to Disney in 2012, he had given them like treatments for the sequel trilogy. But then they disregarded it. And they're just like, yeah, we're just gonna. I remember liking The Force Awakens, Episode 7, because like even though it felt a bit
different,
no, it felt very familiar because it's basically A New Hope.
Yeah,
A Newer Hope.
The timeline and the plot structure.
Part 7, A Newer Hope.
Yeah, literally.
And I'm like, okay, fine, but it was just really fun.
Okay.
So I'm like, yeah, okay, that's great. I mean, like, you had Lawrence Kasdan as a co-writer who was the original screenwriter for Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. I'm like, this is great. This will be awesome. And it was, I really liked it. I own it, and it's sitting over there. And then I saw The Last Jedi. I'm like, oh, it's written and directed by Rian Johnson. I really like him. He did Looper and Brick.
Looper's fantastic.
And I'm like, this is going to be awesome. And then it felt like they subverted some things just to feel subversive. And also that subplot with Finn and Rose on the casino planet was that's just no.
Yeah. It's unnecessary.
You could have shaved an entire half hour off the movie if you didn't include that. And also that did nothing for Finn's arc as a character.
Yeah.
But like I like the introduction of like new force powers, like Kylo Ren and Rey can force FaceTime each other and whatever.
All the healing.
That doesn't come until 9. But I was like, oh, that's cool. And like you had the balls to kill off Luke Skywalker. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
And
major power move by Rian Johnson.
Yes, yeah. But it's like you could tell leading up to episode 9 and then into watching it, Disney was basically, they didn't have a plan. They did not have, like, you could shit on the prequels all you want.
Yeah.
But at least, like, George Lucas had a story to tell. I would
love to see the original plan for this trilogy.
Yeah, me too.
I would just love to see what, like, where the bumps occurred.
Yeah.
And, like, the original arcs. Yeah. Because it was so messy.
And, like, you could think the reason why the original trilogy was so good, even though they had different directors for each one, George Lucas for 4, Irvin Kershner for 5, and then Richard Marquand for 6. They even had different screenwriters for each movie, aside from Lawrence Kasdan, who was on 5 and 6. But George Lucas had written the story treatment for all the movies. Mm-hmm. So you knew...
Yeah, they knew where it was going.
They knew where it was going. George Lucas had a plan laid out. And the same, you could say the same for the prequels. He was the writer and he was at least co-writer, and he directed all the prequels. I haven't watched them, even though I own them, because I'm pretty sure I'm not going to like them.
What?
But the prequels.
You've never seen the prequels?
No. But,
what?
But, you know,
not bad.
But you can't knock George Lucas for, like, not having a story to tell. In the case of the sequel trilogy under Disney, it's like they were just like, okay, Force Awakens, oh man, it's real fun. People love it. And then with The Last Jedi, we're gonna throw them for a loop. This is gonna be great.
Throw them for a loop.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna try not to spoil episode 9 in case when this comes out, people still haven't seen it. But it felt like with all the like major decisions and departures from previous installments within The Last Jedi, it felt like, we went too far in this, we swung too hard left.
Yeah.
And then they're like, we're going to listen to the fans and find out what they didn't like and try to fix that in 9.
Yeah.
Right? And so it was just them doing damage control, trying to fix what they did in episode 8, The Last Jedi.
Yeah, it really felt like they swung backwards, and it was just big on the fan service, which, you know, is cool or whatever, you know, but it definitely felt like they were scared to redo or at least push forward to something new and original like they did in Force Awakens, at least in terms of characters and stuff like that. I mean, it just felt like a big rehashing, which was a little bit disappointing.
Yeah. And, you know, there are moments in episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker, that feel like J.J. Abrams giving the finger to Rian Johnson, because he's like, we have to wrap up what you did, but like still incorporate it into
you
the
messed
movie.
So much of this up for us. I mean, there's just major plot elements where you're like, okay, we haven't talked about this in the previous 2 movies.
And the thing is, J.J. Abrams wasn't supposed to direct 9.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be this other guy, Colin Trevorrow, who he did Jurassic World. And
that was a good movie. Yeah. I like Jurassic World.
Yeah. And this other like previous indie from like 2012 called Safety Not Guaranteed. But like I think it was like he put out another movie called The Book of Henry that was like complete shit.
Okay.
And he eventually parted ways with Disney due to creative differences.
Okay.
And he and his writing partner Derek Connolly retained story writing credit on 9. But I think it would have been really interesting to see if, like, what his 9 would have been.
I agree. I think every trilogy should have 3 different directors, because they'll start to get monotonous and the tone will be very similar if it's the same director 3 times. I like the idea of having the 3 different ones.
But then we still have to, but like with a caveat, like we should have one person write the story treatment for each movie.
The whole arc.
Yeah.
But, you know, I like the idea of 3 different people approaching it in the 3 segments.
Yeah, and so the way I think about this, it's like, you know, Disney had no plan for it. They're just like, we'll play it by ear. Mm-hmm. That's what we're going to do.
Yeah, literally.
And it's I didn't...
it felt like fan service, but I kind of enjoyed it.
I mean, then again, my
expectations were so low.
given what JJ had to work with, I guess.
Yeah, it came out solid. Luke Skywalker's gone. I mean, that's like.
I mean, he showed up at. Wait, I don't want to spoil anything.
Yeah.
I mean, then again, you can see his name on the fucking Wikipedia page.
Yeah, dude. Mark Hamill's in the movie.
He's in the movie, okay?
Yeah,
anyone listening to this, he died in The Last Jedi, and he appears as a Force Ghost, okay?
You've watched the original trilogy, you know they come back.
Yeah. I suppose JJ had a tall order.
He did. No, dude. Rian Johnson really messed up the whole flow.
It did.
He really did.
But also, like, it's the end. It's the end of the Skywalker saga. All 9 episodes. It's like he wanted to be able to tie in like even though he probably doesn't like the prequels. He wanted to be able to tie in everything.
It felt like a lot of loose ends were being wrapped up. That's what the movie feels like.
Yeah, and
it feels like you're like with your grandfather doing errands.
Yeah.
Like wrapping up loose like every store.
Not only that, but because so it was originally supposed to come out in May. Mm-hmm. May 2019. But then it's like, oh, we fired Colin. And then a couple of days later, it's like, hey, we're bringing JJ back. Well, I have to like write this thing. So they pushed it back to December. Mm. And I mean, I was just hoping like it had better writing.
Yeah.
Given that I like JJ.
I just feel like that middle movie really messed up the entire.
Yeah. There's a lot left to be desired.
Mm-hmm. What was your favorite movie of the year?
For 2019?
Yeah.
Well, I haven't seen every movie. I haven't seen that many movies released in fact, there's some that were released in 2019 I'm planning to go see in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
We're recording 2020, people.
Yeah. This is early 2020.
I can't think of one off the top of my head that I haven't really ranked them, even though I do like keep a spreadsheet where I give them grades.
Yeah. What's the highest grade you've given?
I could run through like the ones off the top of my head I know I've seen.
Yeah.
Like I saw Joker.
Okay.
I thought it was fine.
Okay.
I'm not creaming my jeans over it.
Okay.
It's just I thought it was good. I liked it.
Okay. I thought Joaquin was good, and I thought he was really just his performance. It drives the movie. Yeah, because it's clearly like a focused film.
I saw Marriage Story.
Okay, I haven't seen that yet. That looks good.
It's on the Flicks.
Yeah,
it's written and directed by Noah Baumbach, who's one of my favorite filmmakers. He did stuff like the Meyerowitz stories a couple years back, Squid and the Whale,
another good Sandler movie, right? Meyerowitz,
and Greenberg.
Oh yeah,
Francis Ha, Mistress America. I think he's great. And Adam Driver, Scarlett Johansson in the lead roles. I thought they were great. Yeah, especially Adam Driver.
Yeah, he's fantastic.
Yeah. I've been on an Adam Driver kick lately, just watching a bunch of movies he's in.
Oh, yeah. Like
Marriage Story or The Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah.
And this one called The Report.
Okay.
Was written and directed by Scott Z. Burns, who works with Steven Soderbergh a lot. Mm-hmm. And I think he co-wrote a screenplay for like one of the Bourne movies. And it's about after 9/11 happened, the CIA started doing this project called Enhanced Interrogation Techniques. So torture and like
waterboarding,
stuff like that. Yeah. And it was just face it, they knew it was ineffective. They had evidence for that. They hired people who were wrong for their job and like detained people without due process.
Oh yeah.
And Adam Driver plays this United States Senate staffer, Daniel Jones, who leads an investigation into this and spends like 7-8 years of his life trying to like write this report and publish it so that people know about this and can just to right some wrongs.
Yeah.
And it's
good.
It's a good movie.
Okay.
And it's just I knew there was some kind of like snafu in terms of like people not getting not getting what they deserved in terms of
like due process,
judicial or like fairness. People who were involved in torturing people not like being punished.
Oh yeah.
But then this showed me like this guy spent like 10 years of his life discovering this, trying to bring it to light.
Yeah.
And even had other government agencies in the United States betraying him, trying to cover it up.
Oh, wow. This guy was living on the edge.
Yeah. Co-stars Annette Bening, John Hamm.
Okay, John Hamm's awesome.
Ted Levine.
Oh, John Hamm's in a really good, it's like a Netflix TV show with Daniel Radcliffe.
The Doctor's Notebook or something like that.
Yeah, that's pretty good if you've ever seen it.
I passed by. It's on my list or something.
It's not bad.
Yeah. What have you seen?
I don't go to the movies that much, but I tried to see a good amount of stuff. I saw Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Oh yeah, that's right. I saw that too.
That was good.
Yeah,
I like that a lot.
It's Tarantino at his Tarantino.
Oh, dude, it's such a Tarantino movie. It's like they're just getting more like, I don't know, archetypical, right?
More like tongue in cheek, or
not.
It's more.
It's just like Tarantino intensifies.
Yeah,
like it just gets more.
He's more like embracing what is now termed Tarantinoism.
Yeah, like there's just like tons of shots of Margot Robbie's feet.
Yeah,
there's like just right, like it's like
you just like double down.
It's like half the screen. Yeah,
everyone knows about this. I'm just gonna.
Tarantino's all in on foot shots, bro. It's insane.
And then the ending, where
the ending is fantastic. If this was recorded in 2023, I would not want to spoil the ending. It ends so well. Watch that movie. What else did I see? Oh, I saw The King with Timothée Chalamet. That's on Netflix.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah.
It's about like Henry V in Agincourt.
Yeah. It's based on the series of plays by Shakespeare.
Yeah.
On Henry V.
Yeah.
Or including like it's called the Henriad. Mm-hmm. So it includes like Henry IV parts 1 and 2, Henry V, and sometimes depending on which scholar you talk to, it could also include like Richard III and like pretty much the rest of his historical plays.
Well, it has like Falstaff in it, and it's the acting's very Shakespearean and like the dialogue and stuff. But I really like that.
Yeah.
I've seen enough gritty historical war movies to kind of like, it's gritty, but it also has that theatrical, like natural theatrical element, which is nice.
Yeah. Did you see Ad Astra with Brad Pitt?
No, I want to see that.
It was pretty good.
Okay.
I thought it was good.
Yeah.
Some people might say like, oh, it's so slow. It's just Brad Pitt narrating. But I mean, for that kind of story, it actually kind of works.
Yeah.
And it's not, goddamn Armageddon, or Space Cowboys or whatever. It's not an action flick.
Okay.
It's kind of like James Gray, who co-wrote and directed it. It's like his kind of 2001 thing. It's, the real kind of slow. It's an exploration about
self,
robots, human connect, not really robots, human connection, blah blah blah, and but like Brad Pitt in it, Tommy Lee Jones, Donald
Tommy Lee Jones,
yeah,
nice. He doesn't work too frequently, I don't think.
Not lately.
I always like when I see him and stuff.
Yeah, and I'm trying to think of things I've seen in theaters. Like, I
don't know. Theaters are so expensive sometimes.
Yeah,
it's really frustrating. Like I'm supposed to pay $13 to get in, and then $13 for popcorn. It's like, come on.
Well, first of all, I don't ever get stuff while I'm there.
I love the popcorn.
I'm paying enough for the ticket. I'm just going to get the ticket.
That's true.
But also, like, I usually go for like matinees.
Matinee is a good move.
Yeah. But like, I remember just like a few years ago, I could get like a matinee ticket for like $6.
Oh yeah, they used to be so cheap. What are they now?
Like, at least in my area, it's like $9.
$9?
Matinee tickets.
That's insane.
And then for a regular, like, nighttime ticket, $11.
Okay. Problem with Netflix is they don't have, like, a new movies.
I mean, sometimes you can pass by a little list that says recently added.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Oh, no, new releases. Do you see Murder Mystery with Adam Sandler?
No.
That was
no,
it's actually not bad. It's not his worst movie. I didn't see Uncut Gems, though. I want to see that.
Yeah, I want to see that later.
Yeah.
Or, I saw Little Women.
Oh, I want to see that really bad.
It's written and directed by Greta Gerwig.
Yeah, she's fantastic.
Who she did Lady Bird a couple of years ago,
yeah.
and I loved it.
Yeah,
I like stuff she's in. Like,
she did another really good movie. A lot of her movies are good.
Yeah, she works with her partner is Noah Baumbach, and she's worked with him a lot. Like, she co-wrote Frances Ha with him. Co-wrote and co-produced Mistress America. Mm-hmm. She's also just an actress. She's been in a lot of great movies, like 20th Century Women.
Okay.
Which was written and directed by Mike Mills, with co-starred Annette Bening and Dakota Fanning.
Gotcha.
And I was really excited to see this, but I Like I have no idea what Little Women is about. I'm just like, oh, it's like a novel written by a woman about other women in the 1800s. Okay. And I walked in, okay. And by the end, I'm like, oh yeah, that totally felt like a 19th century novel about women.
Okay.
Yeah. Like it's totally
so
like.
it does it justice. Well,
like,
I guess you don't know the source material, but
it
feels authentic.
Yeah. And the things she did, I felt, even though I've never read Little Women, but I could tell was like a choice on her part as director and writer. That is not like in the source material. That she presented it non-linearly.
Interesting.
So it'd be like section here that's in the present, or present as in like 1868 or whatever. And then the next section would be 7 years earlier. So it's like kind of told through alternating between present day and flashback.
Okay.
Kind of like Citizen Kane or
or The Witcher,
or I haven't seen it, or really? Like Batman Begins or something like that.
Yeah, that's cool. I kind of what is it? A lot of Tarantino movies do that. Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, Pulp Fiction.
And
stuff. Yeah.
I'll have to check it out. I've been really wanting to see that. Yeah. I like. I mean, Meryl Streep's in it. I don't know the other actresses. I know Timothy Chalamet. Saoirse Ronan.
Florence Pugh.
Okay.
Emma Watson.
Oh, nice.
There are 4 sisters. I can't remember the 4th sister.
Okay.
But also, Meryl Streep, Laura Dern.
Yeah.
Chris Cooper.
Laura Dern's good.
Yeah. And Timothy Chalamet.
Yep.
And it's really good. Yeah. Which, by the way, since I brought up Florence Pugh, Midsummer.
I haven't seen it.
It's
I like horror movies too. I just never was able to carve out time to go see it. I'm waiting for Netflix or something.
It was written directed by Ari Aster, who did another movie the year before called Hereditary.
Oh, that movie's insane.
You seen it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That movie's everyone go watch Hereditary.
This is Midsummer is insaner.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude. I haven't seen a horror movie that bugged me out in a long time like Hereditary did.
Yeah.
That was so just whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Midsummer is, oh my God.
The treehouse.
Yeah.
Oh.
If you thought Hereditary was discomforting,
yeah,
it's Midsummer is, it's a 2.5 hour, like
white knuckle,
kind of like just, it's, do you know anything about it?
No, I've heard it's similar to Wicker Man, which I watched both of those, the old Christopher Lee one and the Nicolas Cage one.
Okay.
And I like those. Those are really good movies.
It's it takes place in like Sweden.
Okay.
It's like
why not?
This Midsummer Festival, right? A bunch of Americans come over, and it's because it's in midsummer, up northernly, just like daylight forever.
Okay.
And so it's interesting to see like a horror movie with all this stuff going on, but it's always daylit.
Yeah. It's always sunny.
Yeah. It's always sunny and sweet.
Yeah. Jeez.
And I've been meaning to get it. I have Hereditary, but I haven't gotten Midsummer yet.
On like DVD?
Yeah. On Blu-ray. Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Are those all Blu-rays over there?
Yeah.
Whoa. That's crazy. I guess, yeah, it's the better way to watch movies.
Yeah.
If you have a good home setup, which you do.
Yeah. And it's a fucked up watch if you're looking to see it.
Oh yeah. What, you like horror movies?
I do. Yeah.
Yeah. What's your, that's so cheesy. What are some of your favorites?
Shining.
Shining's great. Yeah. That opening crawl with the car.
It's
the best, dude.
And, I'm a real big fan of horror movies, but like good one. Right?
Oh yeah, no, there's so many bad. That's the problem with horror movies.
Yeah.
Is that literally 75% of them are awful.
Yeah, and there's something about, I used to not be into horror movies because I thought, why would I ever?
Yeah, who would ever like these?
Why would you like doing that? Since then, I've come around and like horror movies it's like the way people break in, because if you write a horror movie, there will always be someone trying to buy it.
Yeah.
And you can do it for a very low budget, mostly because if you can't afford lights, hey, it's a horror movie.
Yeah.
There's something
it doesn't
like
have to be Midsummer.
Yeah. And there's something about like how the horror movie, the standard horror movie is like 90 minutes. You have 90 minutes for it to be good. And so lets me feel really accomplished if I like watched 3 really good horror movies in a day. Mm-hmm. It's just like, man, those are really good.
Yeah, because you can really bust through them.
Yeah, especially since like at least the ones I like tend to be like 80 to 90 minutes. Mm-hmm. So I like Ari Aster, like Hereditary or Midsummer.
Yeah.
And I just watched one a while ago called The Black Coat's Daughter.
Okay, I haven't seen that.
It's from 2015.
Okay.
But it didn't really get distribution until like 2017. It was written and directed by Oswald Perkins.
Okay.
Whose father is Anthony Perkins.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So it runs in his blood, damn.
Yeah, I guess.
And
this guy was born for the role.
Yeah. And he did another movie for Netflix called I'm the Pretty Thing That Lives in a House.
Okay.
That was released in 2016. And that kind of got him traction to get a wide release for The Black Coat's Daughter in 2017. Mm-hmm. Black Coat's Daughter, which, by the way, there's so many good people that I don't understand how like someone didn't snatch
traction.
It up. Because like Emma Roberts, Kiernan Shipka,
okay,
Lauren Holly, James Remar.
What?
Like these are great.
Yeah,
these are great
known
people.
Actors.
Oh, and Lucy Boynton.
Yeah, it's not like me and you making a movie here. You know.
And it was first okay, so it was really good. Uh-huh. I hope this isn't spoiling it, but there's a thing. It's presented in a way that you don't really expect, mm-hmm. and you have to piece it together. You end up piecing it together by yourself,
like Little Women.
Yeah, sort of. But like you might be confused because it's presenting like 2 different plot lines mm-hmm. that seem like they're happening at the same time, but they're not.
Okay,
you know,
I can get behind that.
And the revelation is like, holy wow, and it was executed great. It's fantastic.
Yeah, I think I agree with you that horror movies are a great place to break in because, I mean, you really have to just be able to master the consistent arc of a story of a horror movie because a lot of them have very similar, at least structures. You know, you build, introduce the monster, build more, everyone else dies, one-on-one, person defeats the monster, but you have to be able to tell it convincingly, and there's so many that aren't able to. That when you're able to do that, or you lose.
Yeah. And so like The Black Coat's Daughter by Oswald Perkins. What else? I really like The Autopsy of Jane Doe.
Oh, that's a good one.
You seen it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's great. Who directed by
Mindhunter?
Mindhunter?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I love Mindhunter.
Oh, Mindhunter's good.
And The Autopsy of Jane Doe was directed by this guy Andre Overdahl. I can't. There's a slash through an O. I can't pronounce his name.
Oh, that's difficult.
But
Midsommar.
Yeah, but he also recently he did Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark.
Oh yeah, that was good too.
Yeah.
Do you read the book?
No.
It's like,
I think that's before my time. So
yeah, they started selling it at like Barnes and Noble and stuff on end caps once the movie came out.
Yeah.
But you know they're interesting.
Yeah.
Monsters in that movie are creepy though, dude. The things. Oh.
Yeah. I saw it chapter 2.
Okay. I haven't seen either of the It's. And I know they're like the big box office horror movies right now. I just haven't seen them.
Have you ever seen the miniseries?
No.
All right.
Yeah.
Yes. I thought they were fine.
I like Stephen King a lot.
Yeah.
I just haven't seen that. I watched, oh man, I forget the name of the movie now, but there was a good one with Max von Sydow where he like goes to a town in Maine. It's a Stephen King story. And he's like the devil. And he's like selling
Needful Things.
Yeah, Needful Things. I was about to say, oh shit. Yeah, Needful Things, dude. That's a good movie.
Yeah,
it's pretty good. But yeah, Stephen King has some good stuff. The Mist.
Oh yeah,
The Mist is nuts. Yeah, I don't know. He's pretty good. You ever see Jacob's Ladder? It's not Stephen King, but
I'm aware of it.
It has like I think Tim Robbins is in it.
I think it might be Tim Robbins.
Yeah,
but I know it was from 1990.
Yeah, that movie is crazy.
Yeah, it was. I think it was written by Bruce Joel Robinson or something like that. And yeah, that's something I've been.
You're really hitting the index cards with these names, huh? You really.
Yeah, I've been wanting to watch it.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, I don't know. Horror movies are really good though. I like them. What? Sorry, go ahead.
No, you. No, I wouldn't say.
I have nothing to say.
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna ask what you've been listening to lately.
In terms of
just music.
Well, I haven't been like, I don't keep up with like new music as much as I should probably, but you know, like we just came back from the holidays. I was listening to a lot of Christmas music.
Always.
I don't really own too many like Christmas albums. But the one I do own, or one of a few, is like a Charlie Brown Christmas.
Oh yeah, the Vince Guaraldi trio.
Yeah, Guaraldi.
Guaraldi, yeah.
And do you know who Sufjan Stevens is?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's put out a couple of box sets. He has 2 box sets. One's called Songs for Christmas.
Okay.
And the other's called Silver and Gold.
Interesting.
And they're both box sets of 5 EPs of Christmas music.
Oh, wow.
Including like traditional carols and hymns or other Christmas songs, but also like original Christmas songs, which like he knows what he's doing. So like they sound good, and you're like, yeah, I could get with this being
Christmassy.
Be a Christmas classic.
Yeah.
Down the road.
Modern classic.
Yeah.
I really like when modern artists do Christmas songs. I feel like there's kind of like not a standard, but it's like a nice callback to like all of the old school singers who would do that. Makes me feel warm and fuzzy.
I mean, some of them are good. I'd say the most recent kind of song that has like clearly this like made its place, is the Mariah Carey "All I Want for Christmas Is You."
Oh yeah, people really like the Taylor Swift Christmas song that just came out too.
I haven't listened to it.
Okay, and then there's a Katy Perry one. I mean, they're not bad.
Yeah, I haven't listened to them.
You got it. What you do have to do though is it came out last year, the Eric Clapton Christmas album.
Oh yeah,
yeah, it's not bad. The White Christmas is good.
Or the Bob Dylan Christmas album.
Oh, stop! Don't get me started, dude. I'm still waiting.
That's still waiting for what?
Oh yeah, it came out, didn't it? Yeah, it's like an actual thing.
2009.
Yeah,
I think it came out. It's called Christmas in the Heart.
Oh my god.
Which, of course, since it was in 2009, he sounds like
2009 Bob Dylan.
2009 Bob.
Yeah,
which is still,
that's probably why I haven't. I don't think I've heard it actually.
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you this. I haven't. So I'm sure I listen to music, but I don't like find new records to listen to, or at least new to me, that often. Just in the past like week or so, I got into audiobooks.
Okay.
I mean, like, sure, I could listen. Like the last time you were on, we had talked about audiobooks and whatever. And I listened to some, but like I finally am regularly kind of getting audiobooks now.
Nice
to listen to.
It's a really efficient way to drive somewhere.
Yeah. And I listened to, so Mark Maron is a stand-up comedian and runs one of my favorite podcasts called What the Fuck with Mark Maron.
Mm-hmm.
And I got his book Attempting Normal, his memoir. He's written a couple of memoirs, and I got them both. One's called Attempting Normal from 2014, and the other one's called The Jerusalem Syndrome: My Life as a Reluctant Messiah from 2001.
Okay.
So far, they're good. I like them because I listened through Attempting Normal all the way through, and they're just exploration of like his life, how his life has changed since he started doing his podcast back in 2009, and it's blisteringly hilarious.
Okay, yeah, that's a glowing review, man. I'll have to check it out. Mark Maron.
Yeah,
cool.
Mark with a C.
Okay.
Maron.
Okay. Yeah, I do audiobooks once in a while, but not frequently. I did Crime and Punishment, which was to me one of the it's really good. And it's one of the few books I actually enjoy reading, just like the diction of it and stuff. And, but, it's just I just didn't have the time. So I started doing the audiobook.
Yeah.
It came out. It was nice. I liked it. Yeah. It's good.
And, I also got, what did I get? Eric Idle's, autobiography.
He's great.
Yeah. It's called Always Look on the Bright Side of Life, a Sorta Biography.
They're fantastic. Yeah. All the Monty Python guys are great. You ever see A Fish Called Wanda?
I know about it.
That's a great movie.
I haven't seen it, but I know it was,
it's Cleese.
Co-written and directed by John Cleese.
Yeah.
And I think he was also in it.
Yeah, he is.
And Kevin Kline won the Oscar for Best Supporting Actor for his role in A Fish Called Wanda.
Yeah, he's fantastic in it. But, all those Monty Python guys are great. They have such good stories.
Yeah.
George Harrison paid for Life of Brian.
Yeah, he produced Life of Brian.
What an animal, dude. Unbelievable, George. Rest in peace.
The other audiobook I got is called World War Z.
Oh, that book is so good.
You read it?
Yeah, I saw the movie too.
Okay.
What?
I hear the movie was not...
It's not book accurate.
It's... No.
But,
written by Max Brooks, son of
Mel Brooks.
Son of Mel Brooks.
Yeah.
And there's a great story about him, about how so he grew up being dyslexic, right? Mm-hmm. And so like he's like, I can't read. And the thing his mother would do, Anne Bancroft, was she would read to him a lot, and she would, if she like had to work or something, she would finish the book on tape for him.
Okay, right? So she invented Anne Bancroft, is what you're saying.
Anne Bancroft invented audiobooks.
Yeah.
And so
she's a miracle worker.
Yeah. I understood that reference. And so, Max Brooks, he listened to anything. He would not have gotten through school weren't for his mother reading to him on tape or just audiobooks in general. And so he's really partial to the idea of audiobooks. And when he was putting together World War Z, he decided to have like a real big full cast production reading of World War Z.
Oh, that's awesome.
And so he's got like everybody in it.
Like every character is voiced by a different person?
Yeah, like since I haven't read it yet, but it's a series of interviews, is it not?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like every interviewee is voiced by someone else.
Yeah, that's awesome.
He's got like Alan Alda.
Oh, he's got a good cast?
Yeah, like an actual cast. Like Alan Alda, Henry Rollins.
What?
F. Murray Abraham. All these people, right?
You still got a Hawkeye Pierce to do World War Z? Come on, man.
And he tells us, Max Brooks tells a story, like in interviews, he tells a story about how F. Murray Abraham, if you know who he is.
Vaguely.
He was in Amadeus.
Okay.
He was Salieri in Amadeus.
Oh, gotcha.
As a kid, Max Brooks listened to some other, I can't remember the name of the book, but F. Murray Abraham read it.
Okay.
And he like played every character, put on different accents, whatever. He's trying to contact like F. Murray Abraham to read for World War Z. And he's like, and whoever's representing him is like, he doesn't roll out of bed unless it's a small fortune, blah, blah, blah. He's like, come on. And he writes a letter to F. Murray Abraham. He's like, I think you know me, or at least my father. He's like, I love this book you read. I listened to this book when I was a kid that you read, and it was great. And I love it, and I would think it'd be cool if you were to come. You'd be making like a dyslexic kid's dream if you were to read for World War Z. And he did it.
Oh, wow. You know what? That's a beautiful story. Really is. That's nice. F. Murray Abraham. Who knew?
Yeah.
But World War Z is fantastic. I mean, the movie's, it's Brad Pitt, so it's, big budget action. But the book is just incredible.
Yeah. And Max Brooks even, like, he had no involvement in it. All he did was sell the film rights or whatever. And he really enjoyed it. Because he's like, it's so not the book. He didn't have to watch his characters get mangled.
Yeah, that's true.
He's like, oh, it's 28 days later on crack. It is great. Yeah. Some dude with awesome hair saves the world. Cool.
Poor George R.R. Martin.
What?
That poor guy watching his characters get mangled in front of the world. Oh.
I haven't seen
Game of Thrones.
No, I haven't watched it at all. Pretty good.
You like Lord of the Rings?
Yeah, sure.
It's Lord of the Rings with like nudity.
Yes.
It's
well, I hear
it's great.
I hear it's basically based on the War of the Roses.
Yeah,
which
much.
I mean, I've read through a couple of Shakespeare plays covering that period. So
yeah, it's just a lot of strife and civil war.
Yeah,
really good, but obviously supernatural.
What does that mean?
There's like supernatural stuff.
There's ghosts?
No, there's more like
magic.
Kind of.
Dragons?
There's dragons for sure.
Dragons.
Yeah, dragons.
Yeah.
The dragons for sure. And then there's like the White Walkers, which are like zombies pretty much.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
It's good. There's not like mages and stuff like.
Have you watched it but not read them?
No, I haven't read them.
Oh, okay.
No, I just watched the show.
I don't know. There's just seems like a big commitment to watch it. Yeah. Also, I don't have HBO.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Yeah, it's a hassle. HBO is such a hassle because like you have to have a show you like, otherwise like there's no point.
Yes, yeah.
And then when they absolutely drop the ball on an 8-season show like Game of Thrones, you're really like, why do I have this?
Yeah.
But it's good. It's a good service. You watch that Mike Tyson one man on stage thing?
No,
that's sick. It's really good. Mike Tyson just sits there and tells for like an hour and a half. He just sits there like in a chair and is just talking, and it's hilarious.
Oh, okay.
It's fantastic. Well, there's some good HBO stuff.
Yeah, like I've been meaning to watch The Wire.
Oh, The Wire's good.
But I haven't gotten around to it. Or like 6 Feet Under.
Okay.
Or Girls, which because I'm on an Adam Driver kick, I've been wanting to watch Girls.
That's true. I wanted to see a Fleabag one.
Fleabag.
Globe. Yeah, I haven't seen that. It looks really good though. I want to check that out.
I've been wanting to check that out too.
Is that Amazon?
Yeah, it's on Amazon.
There's so many streaming services.
Yeah.
Oh, you should watch. Have you watched Miss Maisel?
The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel?
Yeah.
I have not yet.
That's a good one.
But I've been meaning to watch it.
Yeah, it's only 3 seasons right now, so it's not too intimidating, but there'll definitely be like
and it's just like a sitcom. No, we're not sitcom, but it's a comedy series, so that has to be like a half-hour thing.
Yeah, but there's no like laugh track or anything.
Yeah.
It's like she's like a housewife who becomes a stand-up comedian.
Yeah.
Sensation.
In the 50s.
Yeah. Really cool.
Well, I mean,
what are we at?
We're at nearly an hour.
Nearly an hour. I like doing this. We just got to find something to talk about.
I'll tell you this. I gotta blow my nose.
Okay. Yeah. Don't bleed. You see this Iran shit, dude?
This what?
The Iran stuff.
Oh, the
yeah, the blowing up of an Iranian general.
I heard about Donald Trump thinking a tweet counts as like notifying Congress.
Oh yeah.
About going to war.
I saw a tweet because like after he blew this guy up, he tweeted just a picture of the American flag. And I saw a tweet and someone was like, he threw the set up like a gang sign after like you do it.
What?
Yeah, that was one of the funniest tweets I think I've ever seen. It was fantastic. Oh man.
Oh, I guess I'm not quite over my cold yet.
No, it's okay. You gotta.
And I did so much preparation in terms of like making sure like my nose was clear and like hydrating before you got here.
Okay.
But I guess
I appreciate it.
And I didn't want to do the whole.
Yeah, no, that's the worst.
On mic, which I guess I just did.
We should start an ASMR with you just like.
In fact, you could probably tell like my voice diminishing because like it was just snot in my nose, but it's just moving around based on how I'm breathing.
Yeah,
I'm just like, well, I eventually have to evacuate this.
Yeah, definitely. No, everyone has to blow their nose. There's no shame in it.
Yeah, I've gotten over my nosebleed. There was just I wouldn't call it chronic nosebleeds because it's all the same nosebleed.
Okay, one long nosebleed.
Yeah, because it's just like. Like, oh no, yeah.
I think that's chronic nosebleeds.
Clot it, wait for it to clot. And like, I'm just blowing my nose because I'm sick. I need to evacuate snot out of my nose.
Yeah.
And like, oh look, it's bleeding again.
Sick.
Or like, if I just am like, in the morning, I'm going to the bathroom to wash my face. And then like, I hit my nose wrong. And it's just, okay, I guess we're doing this again.
Yeah, no, I used to go through the exact same thing. The only way we're going to be able to end this episode is if you get a bloody nose. So start working on it. So you start hitting yourself, man. Whatever you got to do. But there's only one.
Do the Edward Norton Fight Club while he's in the office.
Oh yeah,
punching yourself.
Yeah. There's only one way to get out of this episode alive. Bring it full circle. Oh man.
Yeah.
You get any new guitars?
I think since
you got that. I think you got like an arch top or something.
No. It's since you've been on, I have not.
Okay. I haven't either.
But I think.
Oh, I did.
I got a new guitar right before, like maybe a month before you came on the show. It's that classical that's sitting in my room.
The classic. That's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
That's it. So I have 3 guitars right now, and it's just one of each: acoustic, electric, classical.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
What do you have the telly still, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a telly.
Yeah, tellies are the best.
Yeah. And I was taking a couple of classes in guitar. In the past semester.
On campus?
Yeah.
Yeah. I had a friend who took those classes, and she liked them. They're a little.
Who's your friend?
Jerriette.
Oh, okay.
You know?
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah. In the lounge.
Yeah.
I don't think I saw you at all last semester.
No.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, I didn't hang out in the lounge all too much.
Yeah.
But the times I would pass by, you weren't there.
Yeah, I know. I'm not in there anymore.
Yeah. So I took basic guitar 2 and electric guitar styles 1.
Ooh.
So.
Okay. What did that entail?
Electric guitar styles?
Yeah. It's like Stairway to Heaven? Or
no, it's designed for people who are like actually majoring in
guitar?
Classical guitar performance.
Okay.
It's like a crash course in jazz for them. That's basically what it is.
Oh, that's cool.
And so I didn't realize that until I was like talking to someone to get registered for it. Like, what exactly does it entail? Blah, blah, blah. And they're like, oh, that works really well for me. I'm trying to do jazz things.
Yeah, no, you're big on jazz.
Yeah.
Nice.
But we didn't have to actually use like electric guitars. There were 2 students, myself and this other girl named Sarah, and we just used our classical guitars.
Oh, that's weird. An electrical guitar class?
No, it's more like, it's not electric guitar styles per se. It's more just about like picking technique.
Okay.
And like learning jazz.
Okay. So what type of picking? Like, I'm guessing you don't do Travis picking. And
no, it's like actual like use a plectrum.
Oh, okay.
Because my classmate Sarah, like before the class, she literally like never held a pick before.
Oh wow.
Even though she's been playing since she was like young.
She never used a pick?
No, she was always straight classical.
That's crazy.
So
bet she doesn't do any good Jimi Hendrix covers.
No. But yeah.
Shout out to Sarah.
Hello, Sarah, if you're listening.
Yeah.
It was a good class.
Okay, cool.
The instructor was Rich Goldstein. He's a cool dude, cool cat.
Sweet.
And
the Jazz Cats.
Yes, Jazz Cats. And it was I got an A-.
Hey, that's not bad, man.
But I mean, like, because you could say I know a lot about guitar, right? Mm-hmm. But I suck at playing, especially because, like, just by happenstance, I'm in this class. If I weren't there, it would just be Sarah being taught by Rich. Mm-hmm. And like, just because I happen to be there and happen to like want to take guitar classes, he had us do a lot of like learning tunes and like trading comping and melody duties.
Okay.
So it's like it's playing with someone.
Yeah.
Right. And I don't really play with people that often.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's a good experience, though. Yeah. Good new experience, co-writing and stuff.
Yeah. No, not only that, but learning just how to play a melody in time, which I haven't. Like, I learned Autumn Leaves a couple of years ago to play it, but never with other people or even just in time.
Well, you did pretty good when we did the lounge thing live at the lounge.
Yeah, but it was
had the singer.
Like, it was still like I didn't like. I was playing like the arrangement I made, which I didn't necessarily have to know where I was because I'd arranged it. It's played this way.
Yeah.
Right? Autumn Leaves became one of the tunes to choose from to play like the final, and I spent a weird amount of time practicing it.
Weird.
Because you would think, yeah, but Benson knows how to play Autumn Leaves, sort of, right? But like, I'm really uncomfortable with the melody starts on beat 2. If a melody starts on beat 1, I'm totally fine because that's
yeah.
But like, there's a pickup and it starts on beat 2, and for most of the song, there might be a rest or like just a really long note then a rest, and then the melody starts on beat 2 again. And I really had to work on my time, my rhythm to make sure, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah,
1, 2. And
that's tricky.
Another song we had to learn was "All of Me."
Okay,
you ever heard?
John Legend?
No, no, fuck that. No.
Whoa, that's not a bad song.
No, this is from like 1927 or something like that.
Oh,
no,
1927.
All of me, why not take all of me?
Oh yeah,
yeah. And
I like John Legend's better, but we don't have to get into that.
I'm starting to connect like the reading bit and the playing bit.
Oh, like sight reading?
No, not quite.
Okay.
But like just making sure like I know what these note values are and like where to play the actual notes.
Gotcha.
So it's like, oh wait, oh yeah, that's right. Okay. There are a couple of triplet things in All of Me. I'm like, I'm just approximating it because I can barely read anyway. And it's like, oh, triplets. Yeah. But but in the end, like I got it. Like I'm okay. I wouldn't say the greatest. are good, but I'm okay.
Mm-hmm. I think you're a very good guitar player. I always like our version of While My Guitar Gently Weeps.
Yeah.
That's always fun.
Which, by the way, I took basic guitar too, right? But I was the only student. The cap was at 1.
Oh, wow.
I was at 1. And so since I'm definitely not a beginner, the instructor, Chris Ladd, who's the head of guitar, he's like, okay, so you want to make up a syllabus right now? What are you interested in exploring? I was like, arranging things for solo guitar. Mm-hmm. So like, okay, let's work on that. And we did for the entire semester. And also like a bit of show me the ropes in terms of like classical technique.
Yeah.
Which I use my classical guitar for as class too. The big thing we worked on was my arrangement of Guitar Gently Weeps.
Nice.
Like I showed it to him at first. I'm like, I think this is really cool. It's the most complete thing I've ever done. Mm-hmm. And he's like, okay, this is awesome. You got a great start. Mm-hmm. But there's some things we do need to work on. First of all, let's notate this. Okay.
Write it out?
Yeah. Like actually write it out.
Yeah.
As a
sheet on sheet music.
On sheet music to be read by someone playing guitar. Mm-hmm. And also like parse out in the bridge bit, the way I played it, the way I felt, the way I played it. Mm-hmm. There's some weird rhythm bits.
Okay.
Sometimes it slips in and out of 4/4. I'm like, yeah, because I like to slap the thing and whatever. Mm-hmm. And they're like, it's a bit inexact. And we ended up having, when we wrote it all out, there's a bar of 6/4 in the bridge. Just because of the way I've been playing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, did you switch it to 4/4 or do you keep it like that?
Yeah, there's just a bar of 4/4. I mean 6/4.
So you left it in.
Yeah. So all of it is in 4/4, except for one bar in the bridge, because just the way I've felt my arrangement. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, that was always good. I like that a lot.
The arrangement has evolved since, like, I showed it to you.
Okay. Do you have the solo in?
No, but I think, so in the intro, there was this one bit, I think I played the same thing like twice, but it turns out I was playing it as if it was 2 G chords, even though it goes from G to D.
Okay.
And it turns out I think I was hearing them as chord tones. So it turns out the last like arpeggiation is actually a D chord. And I mean I should have known that because in the rhythm part it's a D chord.
Is it like a weird voicing or is it just like
no, it's just like
an open D chord?
I think it's just because I heard it wrong.
Okay.
As I heard them as chord tones, but they're like the exact same shape. Mm-hmm. Like the note would be D G, but then it's D F sharp for when it switches to D chord.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I had to rearrange that and figure out how to play it, which it wasn't that bad. But also the last bit, I think there's maybe only one note difference between like what the thing you heard and the thing I've done. Is like I added a thing where you end the piece by hitting a fret with your
tap
your picking hand.
Yeah.
Or not really a tap, but I mean, yes, it's
like a harmonic.
No, it's like so the thing when it ends, you know that little run I do, that little almost chromatic run at the end.
Yeah.
When it's a coda basically I made. It's that
at the end of the song
with like a C, like hit the C chord and you think I'm going to an E, right? But then I go B half diminished to B fully diminished, and then I hang on E7 for a couple of bars, and then the and A minor, and then I decided to not end on the A minor like that, but move it up all the way up 12, like an octave.
Yeah.
So then just strum that.
Oh, that's cool.
And then hit the 5th fret of the low E string with my finger.
Yeah, so you get that A.
That whoosh, bing.
That's sick. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I can show you later.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, no, I've just been playing the same things. Classic rock. Been listening to a lot more new stuff though, so
yeah.
Have all my pedals, my pedal board, so get all those sounds.
Yeah.
The Mac DeMarco tones. But yeah.
Yeah. Oh, next semester I'm taking other guitar classes.
Oh, sweet.
Electric guitar styles 2, and then basic guitar 1, because I want to. So I guess the way it's been explained to me, basic guitar 1 could be literally just teaching you guitar, or it could be like from the ground up exploration of classical technique. So I'm going to do that.
Okay. Yeah, no, I definitely lacked in my learning of musical theory. I think that will definitely help.
Yeah.
Yeah. What other classes? You're still a film major, right?
Film and English. Yeah.
Yeah. Why are you taking any film classes?
I took a couple in past semester, and like now 3 in the coming spring.
Nice. You'll be busy.
Yeah.
Guitar and film. What else do you need, right?
The English classes.
Yeah, I guess. So. Yeah. Technically, the English classes. When do you graduate?
2022.
2022. Nice.
Yeah. So that'll be fun.
Yeah. Looking forward to it.
Yeah.
That'll be good. What do you think you want to do?
Make films.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. You got English in there. You could.
Yeah, because like I figured.
Teach films to people who don't speak English.
Yeah.
I mean, that'd be.
I mean, like the English program I'm in. I get certified to teach high school.
Oh, cool.
Or not high school, but secondary education, which includes junior high. So I guess you could say that's if the film thing doesn't work out, that's
well, it's important to have a backup plan.
Yeah.
But films are awesome.
Yeah.
Have you been writing anything like screenplays or?
No. Regrettably, no.
No.
I keep having ideas and not doing them just because like I'm real busy or whatever. And
yeah.
Actually, in the past week, since I've been listening to memoirs, I've been like, I could write a memoir.
What would you call it?
I don't know yet. I think it depends on if I come up with like enough stories and how they thematically connect, you could say.
Yeah, no, that's a great method.
Yeah, like it could be like if I came up with one that was just about my relationship to religion or something like that, or like growing up watching films or my education in film or whatever.
Cool. Yeah, I think I've spent a good chunk of my life just watching movies, so I feel like I could probably that would be heavy in my memoir as well.
So we have both resolved that we're going to write memoirs.
Yes, and we also love horror movies.
So in 2024, everyone look out for our memoirs, which are yet to be titled.
Yes, TBA. That will be my title. Yeah,
TBA.
Yeah, title TBA by Nathan Dembik.
Or TBT, to be titled.
Ooh, there we go. Not bad. We're just vamping here. But also Benson is, I don't think you have a nosebleed, so it's gonna come full circle. But maybe if I'm ever on again,
I'll get a nosebleed and like bleed onto a page of my memoir.
Okay, there you go. Every memoir will come with an authentic drop of blood. That'll be hardcore.
I'll straight up get a nosebleed so bad that I fill up a bag, a blood transfusion bag.
Yeah.
And then
just mail it to the Red Cross.
And like just cut a corner off of it. Like
there you go.
Like a piping bag.
Yeah. Like you're making cake.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And every copy of my memoir would just
Perfect. And next time, just call me when you have a bloody nose, and I'll come over and we could do like a 5-second little bit where I say hi and your nose is bleeding, and then I'll just go. And then we can, in the remastered version of these podcasts, you could just edit it
Remaster.
in. Yeah, once you remaster them, 2024 to go out with the release of your memoir, the remastered first season.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
Well,
telling you, dude.
I don't have them as seasons, but
no, okay.
I don't have them sequestered into seasons.
Good. I don't understand. Do you watch Hot Ones?
I do.
Dude, they have like 12 seasons now, and it's been on for like 3 years. I'm so confused.
I think it's only like they take a break in between seasons, but it's only like a month.
Oh, wow.
And most seasons are like 10 episodes right now.
Yeah. So. Okay. That just always confused me. Okay. Well, thanks for having me on.
Yeah.
Always a pleasure.
Yeah. And maybe we can get you on after you graduate.
Yeah, man. I'd love to do a wrap up of what went down.
So what are you going to do now, Nathan?
Yeah.
Do you have a degree? Are you going to get you a job?
Are you making films? No.
Are you going to advise people against buying guitars?
Yes. Do you hate guitars? Do you hate Guitar Center, young man? No, sir. I love Guitar Center.
No, I hate Guitar Center. I had a really bad experience there. I got so many nosebleeds at a Guitar Center.
Something in the air, dude. My face just starts bleeding. I can't stand it there.
As soon as I walk into the Guitar Center, it's just, I can't. It just pops.
The thing that annoys me about Guitar Center is that like all the good guitars are like 15 feet in the air.
Yeah.
That's my one qualm is that like, you have to play $300 Squier Telecasters through all the vintage amps. That's annoying.
Yeah.
But great store.
Yeah.
Cool people.
But yeah. All right. Okay. I guess we're done.
Yeah. Hey.
We've gone on for a while. So.
Yeah, we have. Cheers, man.
All right. Cool.
Thanks.